Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The wait is over. It's time for Super Bowl 53. The biggest day of the year on the NFL calendar has arrived, and what a matchup we have in store for us. This promises to be an incredible contest as these teams do battle for the Lombardi Trophy. It's the Broncos going up against the Seahawks. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and now it's 2nd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The play clock's running down. Here's Simeon now on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Here we go now. Green, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone! Gone!
Third and long. It's Simeon. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building. But the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
Now Wilson on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest, and with one interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
On third down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Here's Presley, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Now a carry here for Presley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shane Ray able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Time to step aside. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On the run, this is Presley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll run again with Presley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick. Throw it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the second. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll run. It's Presley. And he is going to lose you. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here's a carry heading left. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass.
No, Jack. All right, here we go. Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back. Out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On third down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Simeon. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Taken in at the 22. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down following the run. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, the hurdle! And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
Into the 4th quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge. Similar to a great hitter. Seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone. The ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning a goal line.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the I. And on the ground they go with a running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 3, 9, Leopard. Watch it now.
first down throw. Simeon. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Simeon. His throw caught at about the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
You